Hello, listeners. Welcome back for another interesting story. Leave your thoughts in the comments section.
My mother did things to my boyfriend. I don't know what to do. My mother immigrated from her country at the age of 19. She was looking for a new life with my biological father. Well, it didn't take long for my father to use my mother's family isolation to abuse her. I was born 2 years after she arrived in Chile. My mother and I ran away from my father when I was almost 3 years old, and after that, we had no contact with him. As I reached adolescence, our financial situation improved. My mother always went out with me to do girly things. At the time, I thought it was fun, but in reality, it was strange. My mother presented herself as an older friend and tried to blend in with my high school friends. I thought that she gave up her youth and that now she wanted to enjoy these moments with me. When I went to college, my mother asked about parties, which started to bother me. I created a line of separation with her. It was strange how my mother wanted to be my friend at parties, but I always overlooked it, thinking that maybe it was just her wanting to live the youth she didn't have. At the beginning of this year, I started a relationship with Harry. He is from my old city. I know his parents and he knows my mother. We grew up basically in the same neighborhood, and college brought us closer. They heard 3 days without classes to resolve internal college matters, as my city is not that far away. Harry and I agreed to go home together and spend time with our families. Harry has 3 brothers. 2 still live at his parents' house, and recently his grandmother also moved in with them. So Harry's family house was really full. He asked if we could stay at my mother's house, and she agreed. The first day was normal. Harry stayed with her parents and only came home at night. On the second day, I went to a friend's house. I missed her, so I was excited to see her. I invited Harry, but he didn't accept, so I went alone. You know when you have a great day and without any warning something horrible happens? Well, I returned home earlier than expected. When I arrived, the place was empty. I looked for Harry and my mother, but I didn't find them. Then I called them both. Harry and my mother came home. They were laughing and happy. They told me that they had stopped by and even bought food for me. It wasn't a story I would suspect. At night, Harry was in the shower and well, it was wrong, but I ended up seeing his cell phone screen turn on with a message. Harry doesn't put a password on his cell phone, so I ended up looking quickly and saw my mother's name. We were in the same house, so I was curious what that message was about. It was disgusting. She was saying sensual things and praising how good he was at clapping, also asking if he could sneak out at night and some other crap that you really don't want to read. I burst into tears right there. I was angry and very hurt. I ended up going after my mother, shouting at her and cursing her. Harry appeared scared and I confronted them both. Harry confessed crying, and my mother tried to deny it. Well, I left home and I went to stay with my friend until I went back to college. Harry continued after me, saying that he was manipulated. My mother says that I shouldn't be mad at her since she just showed me that my boyfriend is a cheater. Simply the worst story I've ever seen. I feel like it's a little bit of my fault. I missed so many red flags from her. I guess I just thought, she's my mom, so it's okay. I'm back in college. Harry is after me, and my mom keeps making the calls. What should I do here? Cut ties with her completely? Can I do something to make Harry leave me alone? Has anyone here been through something similar and can tell me what to do so I don't feel like crap in the middle of it?
Best advice in the comments, plus OP's reply.
As a mother myself, gross. This is not normal behavior and your mother needs help, but it isn't your job to support her with that. I have a family member who went through something similar and my advice is based on that. Feel free to ignore it though if it doesn't work for you. I would send one last message stating what you did is not normal behavior. You need to see a psychiatrist. I will not even think about talking to you until you can prove you have been through treatment and have made significant progress. After this, I would block her from everything, including your thoughts. Secondly, you should never feel any pressure to reconnect. The only reason I would state there is a chance based on therapy is to prevent future thoughts of guilt creeping in for you. You did your best to get her help and now you can move on. Thirdly, I highly recommend finding some sort of therapy yourself. Does your college offer anything like this? It can help you process this trauma. Fourthly, try Tetris. Research shows it can prevent some trauma-based issues. At the very least, it's a simple distraction. Sending you huge virtual hugs, this sucks badly. You are the stronger and better person in this story, so try to hold on to that.
Thank you for your comments and kindness. I really needed to read this.